Okay, today I'll be replacing my screen on my HP laptop. The model on my computer is an HP G62-320CA. In front of you are just the three little tools I'll be needing to do this. There's an X-Acto knife, one flat screwdriver, and one Phillips screwdriver. And to start, I'm just going to unplug the power source from that computer screen. There's two screws that hold on this bevel or this shroud here. There's one in the bottom left corner, and then there's going to be one in the bottom right corner. They are a Phillips head screw, but you're going to need a flat head most likely to get in there to get them. What you do is you, down in the side here, there is a little decorative cover that covers the screw head. You just take your X-Acto knife and it just pops right off. There we go, it's off. I then take my flat screwdriver and remove the Phillips head screw that's in there. There is some Loctite on the back of the screws, I've noticed, as I have removed the other side already just to speed the process up a little bit. It's a little tricky with the angle on these to get them out, but once you get it right, they just come right out. Alright, so now that that screw's out, just put it aside. So now we're going to remove the black casing that goes around the screen. I just put my fingers in the edges on both sides and pop it off. Along the top here there's a clip in the corners. I pop that, and there is some adhesive all the way around. Just gotta be careful here. So I just slide my finger underneath, as you can see that, and that undoes the adhesive all the way along. And there's a couple clips, so that's that end. Now on the bottom of the screen here, there's the same adhesive. I just run my finger along the bottom and get that adhesive off as well. Just be careful with this. This is plastic. You don't want to be breaking that. And then once you've got all the way around, the shroud comes off. And put that aside for now. And there you can see behind the shroud. So once you get this far, there is two screws, one up the top left here, one at the top right. We're going to remove both of those. And the one on the other side as well. Now that loosens the top of the screen. On the bottom here, on both sides, there is 4 screws. They're all Phillips head. I just found it easiest just to loosen them. I don't take them right out. I just loosen them about 3/4 of the way out. And that's just gonna give us some play with the screen so that we can pull the screen up just a little bit, just enough to get the remaining screws out. Now I've loosened those. And one screw actually loosened right off, so I'm just going to put it back in. And now, as you can see, the screen here, it's giving me a space. So now like that, and now you'll see that on this screen here, my model, there is a screw at the top here, and there's one more down at the bottom. Right down here, and I'll just show you here, right in here, there's one right there. I'm going to start by removing the bottom one first on this side, and you'll be repeating the process for the other side as well. Take these ones right out, there's 2 on each side. That's one. And now I'm just going to turn around the computer here. Move up here. Once this last screw, the fourth one, comes out, the screen is going to be completely loose in there. And at this time, as you can see, it's loose. The holding bracket is off now on both sides. Now I'm just going to pick it up and I'm going to lay it down on the keyboard. So there you have the back here. On the back of my screen, this model on the back of my computer, the model screen number that the actual original computer came with, is an LTN 156 AT09. On the, you'll notice there's one cable here holding. There's a the cord there, that power cord, I guess you're gonna call it. It's held on by a little tape. I just take my X-Acto knife there, you saw. Peel up the corner. Be careful here. Peel back the tape, and then I take my little flathead screwdriver and I just gently hit the edges, and that piece comes. Here we have the new screen. I ordered my screen from laptopscreen.com. It actually came super fast, well packaged. And on the back of this, just confirm and make sure it looks the same as the other one, which it does. Everything looks the same, plugins in the same spot. This model that's going back into my computer is an LP156WH4. So now we just reverse the process. Just be gentle here. You don't want that part coming apart on you. And just to ensure that I've got it all the way in there, I'm just going to push it up. Now it's fully connected. I'm going to put that tape back down. And I'm just going to remove that. Okay, so this is where it could get just a tiny bit tricky here. You're now going to have to lay the screen in the original spot. I just laid it back in there. I'm going to take one of the screws and actually I'm going to hold the screen up, and you can see here in the view there's the mount bracket I'm wiggling there, and then there's the screen. I'm going to line up the top one first, and I'm going to put the screw into the top hole here. That's just going to line the top up. And I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side, just to get the top of the computer screen in where it should be lined up. And that one's in. The bottom one's going to go in here. I didn't have my magnetic screwdrivers with me. It would be a lot easier with magnetic screwdrivers, but I don't have them with me today. A little tricky getting this last bottom one in because I didn't remove the screws. If you removed all 8 of the screws from the bottom, you would just have to lay this computer screen down. But my theory on that is the less parts you take off, the less parts you have to put back on, and also the less parts you get to lose. So that one's on that side now. And I'm going to do the other side here. Okay, now put the top 2 screws in. 1 and 2. Let's just tighten these 4 screws on each side, the hinges. Four more. And that is how I've replaced my screen in my laptop HP G62-320. Thanks for watching.